Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? So I'm going to show you why I have 4K dash cams in every vehicle we own and why you should too. Yep, it happened. So what happened here? Well, I'm going to show you that footage, so don't go anywhere because I'm going to show you the actual dash cam footage. But let me tell you how my dash cam experience started. And it started about 15 years ago when a guy on the highway decided he was going to swerve in front of me and slam on his brakes, not giving me time to stop. So I plow into him. Well, his story to his insurance company was that traffic was backed up and I just plowed into him. Well, my story was the truth. It was that he wanted to change 5 lanes, jump in front of me, and slam on his brakes. Well, my insurance company said, we're not going to fight it because it's your word against his. There's no proof one way or the other. And in most cases, when the front of your vehicle's damaged, you're generally going to be at fault unless you have proof and evidence of what happened. So, and I'm going to show you that, but I'm going to tell you why I go with this particular camera. There's a lot of good ones out there. This is just the one that I ended up choosing. But my initial dash cam was a cheap $30 dash cam off Amazon, and it seemed to work okay. But it only lasted a year. And throughout that year, I noticed that it was kind of intermittent. Sometimes it wouldn't even come on. Well, I found out that what causes that is the heat just basically cooking the camera when it's stuck to your windshield, you know, because in the summertime they get really hot. So you don't want a camera that's got a battery in it. You want a camera that's got a capacitor instead of a battery, which is what this one's got. So, and you want at least 1080p, but the problem I had with the initial 1080p camera was that I figured, you know, if someone hits me and takes off, a 1080p doesn't have enough resolution to where you can zoom in and get a good solid tag number. So I upped my game to 4K. 4K, you can zoom in and a car can be, I did a video on this, I think the car can be 3 or 4 car lengths ahead of you, and you can actually zoom in and read the tag number. So that's why I go with 4K. That's why I go with a kind of a, this is what I would consider a mid-grade camera because it's reliable. This camera's about 4 years old now. I put it in this truck when I bought the truck. I bought the truck used about 4 years ago, and I put a camera in it as soon as I got it. And it's rock solid. When this wreck happened, it locks that footage so that if you didn't have time to get it, it's not going to be overwritten. It's going to stay on the memory card. So obviously when I got home, I was able to extract that off of the memory card. But you want a good camera, you want a good 4K camera, in my opinion. If you don't get 4K, at least get 2K, because you're going to have a little bit better resolution than 1080p. But this is a lifesaver. As soon as I talked to his insurance and I told them that I have dash cam footage of the entire accident, they wanted to see that desperately. So now in my case, he didn't deny the fact that he was at fault. At least they didn't give me that indication that he denied it. But whatever his story was to the insurance company, hopefully he was honest enough to where the footage that they now have, it all lines up. Otherwise they'll end up canceling him if they find out that he was lying about anything. But anyway, let's go inside and I'll show you the footage of what happened to my truck. And here's the finished product 1 month later, all back to new. That damage was $14,000 worth. They did have to replace the condenser too. The condenser wasn't ruptured, but it was bowed. And I actually told them that if they didn't want to replace the condenser, I'd be fine with that, because I'd never had a problem with the AC. And I was afraid that if they replaced the condenser, which they did, what I'm afraid of is if they didn't do a good job, then I'm going to start having AC problems. But time will tell. Anyway, all in all, they did a pretty good job. It just took a month to finally get it back from the body shop. Anyway, we're done. If you don't have a dash cam, I highly recommend them. You guys take care.